My hand is very cold. I know better than to run into glacial water. And I now only have one glove because I stuck that gloved hand directly in the water. But I saved the camera. It's a little smashed, but I saved it, and I'm hoping that it's still going to be working later. GoPros are awesome. And
as long as you hold on to them.
Make wise choices on glaciers. But I'll save the camera. We're Kate and DJ, and for the past year, we've been traveling across North America on the hunt for epic adventures. We finally made it to our ultimate destination, Alaska. Since rolling into the 49th state, we've driven to the Arctic Circle, hiked across some sketchy suspension bridges, got lost looking for an ice cave, and had an insane day paddling the volcano river. But today, we're off on an adventure we've been dreaming of for a very, very long time.
Good morning.
Very early morning.
It's not that early yet.
It's really early.
It's roughly 8:30 in the morning. We've already made it out here to the visitors booth at McCarthy.
Or are we in Kennecott? Which one's which?
We're in McCarthy.
Okay.
Kennecott is where the mines
Across
are.
the bridge.
So, we haven't made it to actually town yet. We're just in the parking lot and we're getting ready to start walking. So, we will be there shortly. We just got started and it took us a little while to get here, but the road was phenomenal. We're going to go hike on the glacier today.
The weather's not what we were hoping it to be, but it's not raining, so that's a good thing. And yeah,
it is super cloudy out today, but we're hoping that as long as it doesn't rain, it'll still be just a nice day.
Yep. Go team.
Kate's still not awake, as you can tell.
The last time you saw one of those.
Tire repair. Yeah, I bet you that's a good business out here.
Now we would.
No, we had to cross the bridge and go like towards town.
Oh, to get the shuttle?
Yeah.
Welcome to Kennecott, Alaska, Ghost Town, National Historic Site, and our gateway to a day of adventure. This little town has lots of stories to tell, but we'll get to that later. I'm very impressed by that. It's really cool. So you start the hike at the visitor center, and you literally walk through the middle of the old copper mining milling area, and it's just awesome. And you can see the terminal moraine to your left, which is massive. And yeah, hopefully the rain will stop and get out on that glacier. I'm excited. Jingly jingly, Mr. Bear, stay away. I don't have my food in a canister like I should today. So it's raining. And yeah,
Barely.
barely. That's a bear country joke, folks. Yeah.
Yep.
Up the hill.
It's time to go on the glacier.
Are you excited?
There's 2 people in front of us, so we're not the first people.
Are you bummed? I keep telling DJ if he had just forked out the $145 a night for the lodge.
So we can sleep in twin beds.
So we could sleep in twin beds and share a bathroom with like 6 other people. You know, we could have been the first people then. Holy cow, look at that. So pretty. So excited. He's gonna leave me if I don't hurry up.
Did it get colder up here?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit colder. It's not terribly cold though. enough for like a light jacket. If it was sunny, it'd probably be actually really warm up here because I think the sun would be reflecting off the ice and you'd probably get a tan, wouldn't you?
Take a look at that.
This is like a whole other world.
The rain has coming.
I want you guys to see what I deal with on a daily basis. Right there. It's my husband, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap!
How awesome is that? Is it fun?
Yeah. And I bet, like, if the sun was out just a tiny bit, the blues would just blow your mind. It would probably be so vibrant. But it's still really cool, and, you know, it's just one of those things. You can't plan on weather, so you go anyway. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, because it really is magical, but...
It's one of the things you were looking forward to the most.
Yeah, this was top of my list, like the thing I had to do. One of my, like, when we were talking about coming to Alaska, one of the things that I felt like if we left and I didn't get the chance to see it, I was gonna be really, really sad. And it is as amazing as I thought it would be. And it's hard to accept the weather because I know it means we probably won't be out here as long as we'd like. But I hear there's really good beer in McCarthy, so that should make up for it. So these things are the best purchase ever. Ever! I probably have to get going because the weather's really starting to kind of take a downturn, but it's so hard to leave because every time you come around a corner or you come over a ridge, there's just something mind-blowing, and it's like a giant scavenger hunt for the coolest formation of ice and water, and it's hard to say, like, I'm ready to turn around and walk away from discovering what else there is to discover here, you know?
For me, some of the coolest part is you see it when you're going one way, and when you come back, it looks totally different.
Yeah.
It's so unique from a different direction. It's beautiful.
Right, so like if you've ever hiked into mountains, you know how you turn around sometimes and there's something that while you were hiking towards mountains, you didn't notice because it was behind you, but it's mind-blowing, and it's like that here. The river looks amazing one direction, and then you look at it from another angle and you're like, holy crap, it's even cooler this way. It's just, it's insane here. And
You have to come.
yeah,
That's what it is.
There's no way we can describe it to you. There's nothing we could say, no adjective we could use that could really tell you how amazing this place is. I don't want to go. Hi.
So as we're heading off the glacier, we run into a local, and they tell us that it's kind of good that we came out today, even though it's a little bit wet and dreary out. So because if the sun was out, you couldn't walk anywhere without there being tons of people out here.
The word he used was swarming, that it would be swarming with people. So I was literally seconds before we ran into him lamenting the rainy weather and the fact that it kind of cut down on our time out here and that the light just wasn't just right for the perfect photos. And then we run into him and it's like, oh, Okay, now I feel better. So
Yeah, it was kind
don't
of like,
let the weather keep you away out here, because chances are crappy weather might mean you have a whole glacier to yourself like we did
yeah.
for a
And
short while.
I think that's actually why he was out here too, is because he had the whole glacier to himself.
Yeah,
Awesome.
not ready to go, but ready for a beer. I'm tired.
Kate's been whining for the last 10 minutes. She wants to go back because it is beautiful, especially from up here. It's gorgeous.
I mean, like, look at that. Look at that. That is not real life. It's like something out of your dreams. It's amazing.
It's like Fern Gully,
No, it's not like Fern Gully at
but
all.
ice.
No.
No? But there's waterfalls right
Fern
here.
Canyon was like Fern Gully.
Hey, there's waterfalls right here.
There are waterfalls.
Water is falling everywhere.
Yes, it is. It's falling everywhere out of the sky.
There's-
The only thing convincing me that it's okay to leave Root Glacier behind is that there might be beer in Kennecott. If there's not beer, I'm going back. You don't realize how much you descend to get to the toe of the glacier until you have to hike back out from the toe of the glacier. Welcome back to Kennecott. It was here in the summer of 1900 that two prospectors stumbled upon the largest concentration of copper ore ever discovered. By 1906, some serious investors got involved in the project. The names J.P. Morgan and Daniel Guggenheim might ring a bell. Soon after that, a self-contained mining town popped up, and Kennecott was born. It was a perfectly respectable place with a 14-story mill, general store, hospital, school, and much, much more. The town of McCarthy came into existence shortly after to provide the miners with access to all the vices not allowed on company property, mainly ladies and liquor. By 1916, the peak year of production, the Kennecott mines were producing ore valued at $3.2 million. A short 14 years later, the majority of the ore was depleted and the town abandoned, until 1998, when the Park Service took over management and began restoration efforts. Cool. So we just ate at the potato in McCarthy, and it was awesome.
We have potatoes.
I'm gonna eat that. Yeah, we have potatoes. Totally worth a shot. It wasn't super expensive or anything crazy like that. Good cold beer. Here, I got a red ale. Very good. Maybe warm for the first time in like several hours. And now we're ready to do the 2-hour drive home. My belly's full, I can't walk faster than this. We're almost to the footbridge, but one of the things that supposedly makes the McCarthy Road so dangerous is that when the railroad went out of commission, they just put gravel over top of the road for where the railroad was, and you're literally driving on top of railroad tracks. But I guess from time to time they pop up. Sometimes you just throw them on the side of the road. Hey there, those are from the Copper Railway. Pretty cool.
This truck was made by a guy, and he named it Rigor Mortis because it's can basically handle anything out here. He built his own track system made out of like different pieces of metal.
Didn't he salvage it from like old parts?
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all old parts, etc. But basically could survive anything. I think the year was like 1953.
And it ran to like 1990 or something
Yeah, it was
crazy.
still running in the 1990s, and then I guess he might have passed away, and they put it up here as a display.
Pretty cool,
Shows
though.
ingenuity.
I don't want to leave, but gotta get to Valdez. Thanks for watching. We're so glad you came on this adventure with us and hope that it inspires you to plan your own. If you're looking for more information about this adventure or others, you can always find it on our website.
Whoa, we're going fast. Whoa, we're going too fast.
Ice auger!
Oh god. Okay. Oh.
And then they sell an extra box.